So let's dig deeper into the art of group prints. This time with my man Jani Tolin, Flomo crew in the house. We're gonna see.
Sup, Dojo.
Focus.
Yeah, knowledge drop time with the BBOY and Bigger Dojo. Jani Tolin as a guest today over here. We're gonna dig deeper into the art of group prints, and maybe we can start from how do you approach making a group print in general? What is important in a group print that becomes timeless?
Well, I guess you already said it, like for it to being timeless. But yeah, like classic, legit flavor for me at least. Like and since Flomo is all about like steady foundation, the print should definitely echo that.
Yes, indeed. We have used tons of your group prints with the crew, and some of that process has been about you digging into older footage and photos and actually drawing the fonts, not to mention the famous one that we have used a bunch of times. Can you explain a little bit about that process? How did that got started? What inspired you to do it, and so on?
Well, I got super into that certain iron-on font in the mid to late 80s when I first saw the illustrated history of breakdancing, rap music, and graffiti, the book. And there's a couple of photos with that font being used in Rockwell Association and Rocksteady Group shirts. And it just became like classic. And in early 90s, when I got into graphic design and computers, I was looking for the font and digging into font books and everything. And it turned out that for some reason that font just didn't exist anywhere in the books or in or as a digital file. So in, I think 2003, my friend Pablo asked me to draw the font for their record store, Lifesaver. So I drew the fonts for the words B-Skulma, Helsinki, and Lifesaver and Records. And after that, I started expanding the alphabet.
That's dope. That's fascinating story behind it. And of course, Lifesaver is a legendary store. Where have you used the font ever since after that? Bunch of places, I'm sure.
Outside of Lifesaver, Flomo, Top Rocks Club, which Elastinen used to run with. I think you were involved in that too, right?
Only in the ciphers, actually.
Oh, okay.
And collecting the flyers since they were so dope.
Thank you. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. I did use it for Underground Productions for Stockholm and their publishing company, Document Press. There may have been a couple of other instances. My memory is like really terrible, but I think that's pretty much it. I didn't want to like inflate it too much because like, yeah, I mean, I really have like a lot of personal love for it, so it shouldn't be just tossed around, for nothing.
Absolutely. And also in the Dojo logo, you can find that
exactly.
font design by yourself.
What did I just say about my memory?
All good. How was the process of drawing the font? You only had, I'm sure you didn't have too much reference. You had a couple of letters and you had to be creative in order to make it complete.
Yeah. There was, well, first of all, I didn't need to make the full alphabet at first. But like, yeah, I had really limited amount of references. So I had to do some guesswork at some point, and now I know that my Y is fucked up, and so is my W. But but yeah.
Are they going to remain the same, or will be ever updated? Once it's done, it's done.
I might go. Well, actually, I did flip the G at some point, and for the Dojo, I reworked the J.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cool. And as far as the emphasis on like the detail in this one, how do you feel about the current one that's being popularized right now versus, of course, the depth of your work within this font?
Oh, you mean the freeware version of the font?
Yes.
It's a little stiff. It has more straight lines than the original one has, so it lacks a little flavor in my opinion. But that is not to hate on the guy who made it. Like, I can't remember his name nor his Instagram. It will be on screen right now. But yeah, like, much love to him. Like, he's been doing awesome work.
Awesome. So for anybody interested in making their own crew shirts or rocking their cruise names on shirts, any advice for the breakers who want to go deeper in this stuff and maybe somehow bring back? We don't see too many cruise shirts in this year's scene anymore. Any advice for the people who want to bring it back this time and age?
Well, if your crew is about like classic style and classic flavor, then I guess you should consider the classic flavor for the visual look and going for, these old iron-on fonts. If not, go wild. Just be creative. And like, for example, if your crew is like really into like all soft and funny and goofy stuff, you probably shouldn't order your friend who does like super aggressive graffiti lettering to do your logo, like, because it just doesn't mix.
Yes, indeed. Cool. Thanks a lot for your time, Master Jani, dropping some knowledge. And that's it for today's knowledge drop, y'all. Peace out.
Peace.